Growing up, I often wondered what it was like to be a hockey player. The 6 a.m. team morning skates, the rush of adrenaline that pours through your body as you skate past others, the feeling of goosebumps you get when you score a goal. I may have never been able to experience these feelings, but hockey player Trent DeLong tells me all about the game he grew up to know.
I would say back when I was 4 or 5, I first started when I was 5, my parents gave me the choice of racing cars or playing hockey. And apparently I chose hockey because this is where I'm at. When you're 5 years old, they throw you on the ice and say, have at it, basically, and you kind of learn pretty quick how to stay on your feet. The thing about it is when you're younger, you don't know any better. When you're older, especially with a lot of things, you have a set mindset, like, oh, I can do this, oh, it's not that hard. So to try and coach somebody on how to skate when they're older is definitely a lot harder. They already know where their balance is, they know how they feel on their feet already, so they have a set mindset. But like with a little kid, getting up on skates is just like learning how to walk, and learning how to walk wasn't that long ago. When I first got into goalie, I thought the equipment was really cool, so I always wanted to like try it on, and see what it looked like on me. Eventually, I found out I was pretty good at it, so I just stuck with it. And I used to play player first, but then I started playing goalie, and the coach always wanted me to play goalie, so I just stuck with it after that. And it's an awesome position. There's a lot of responsibility to it. It's one of those positions you have to stick with it, and if you can't get sidetracked and stay focused with it.
Staying focused is one thing, but another factor to play the game Trent loves is the money and how expensive it costs to play.
When I played high school, we went to, I believe it was Gilmore Academy, and those kids pay $35,000 to go to that school. Their school has 2 ice rinks. It amazes me how much money people have to do that. Even at the lower level, it's expensive, but deeper your pockets, it's just endless. Obviously, everybody wants to go to the NHL and make it. My dad, he was pretty hard on me. A lot of times, he was definitely that competitive dad that was on the way home from games that was riding you about how you did. There's definitely a big push to be good and succeed at it. So especially as much as you're paying to play. Ice time's so hard to come by. Gosh, they have drop-in at 10 o'clock in the morning, and who can make a 10 o'clock in the morning drop-in? And if you're not practicing 3 to 4 times a week, it's tough. So, in high school, we were practicing 3 times a week, 2 hours a day, 2 to 3 games a weekend. So, we were just on the ice all the time. It's a lot. You have to definitely spend a lot of time on the ice, and if you're off the ice for a while, then it's hard to get back on. Like when I got back on the ice with you and stuff, and it was just like I about fell over because it's been so long. It's like getting back up on your bike again. You just kind of like, all right, I'm good to go now. I think making UT's team was a pretty big deal. That was, when you play for, they're not an NCAA Division I team or anything like that. It's a club sport. All those guys are definitely high quality players, the top level players in the area, if not in other states. So to say that you can make that team was a pretty big deal for me.
Trent plans in the near future to try out for the Toledo Walleye to keep his dreams of playing hockey alive. But no matter the outcome, he knows in his heart that in the end, on the ice is where he belongs.